Hello Toy Collector fans, Universal Toy Collector here and welcome to the channel. Join me as I take you through the fourth and final part of my collection tour. Okay, I'll give you a detailed tour in a second. The reason it's taken so long to get the fourth part and the final part of my collection tour up and running is because I wasn't happy with how the room looked. I decorated around about this time last year and my wife, bless her, said that she wanted it a certain way, and I was like, no, let's have it this way, it looks a lot better. Lo and behold, a year later I've changed it to exactly how my wife wanted it, so I should listen to her first. It would have saved me a lot of aggro this last couple of weeks. For those of you that are new to the channel, Chasing 80s Toys did a collector's showcase with my collection and with this room, so if you jump onto their channel, Chris Miwa, Scuba Pete and Jeff Barker, they did a fantastic job. So I shall leave a link in the description below with that video showcasing the room and how it used to look. Okay, so on with the tour. Okay, so we'll start with the superheroes shelves. This is DC and Marvel. For those of you who know, I only like the Batman series in DC. I love Harley Quinn and I love the Joker. So here we have the Suicide Squad. Now, I've stated before, it wasn't the greatest film in the world, but I do like the figures. So this is part of the DC collection. These are McFarlane, DC Multiverse. I think they're absolutely fantastic. These look great. And then going down, we have the DC Multiverse McFarlane Jokers. These are absolutely fantastic. I love these figures. You've got a Mafex Batman in the background there, looking pretty menacing. That's pretty cool. But these Jokers are absolutely phenomenal. Absolutely love them. Yeah, great figures. Really happy with those. Give me 2 secs and I'll show you the rest of the DC and Marvel shelf. So if you watched my recent unboxing video and display, I unboxed this, the Batcave Batman 66. This is absolutely phenomenal. I love this set. I was inspired to get this through Shabby Geek. He got it, I liked it, so I thought I'd get it, and I've got figures on the way for the Batman 66, or they're already here, I just need to open them. And talking of which, if we move down, we have the Eartha Kitt, Catwoman and Burgess Meredith Penguin. Now, they don't come with any weapons and bits and bobs, they just come with the kapows and stuff like that, so it's not great, but these still display well and I'm really liking these. And I've got the Joker, Batman, Robin and the Riddler to open at some point. Moving down, we have the X-Men 90s animated series figures. These are great. There's Storm, had a bit of hassle with her, but I got her in the end. I've got Jean Grey on the way and Morph, Jubilee in the background there. I think they need to do a Beast, Charles Xavier and a Cyclops in this wave. So hopefully soon we'll be getting those. So move down again, and this is the Marvel 80th anniversary figures. You've got Wolverine in the background there. He came in a 2-pack with the Hulk. And you've got Iron Man, Captain America. You've got Wolverine again in the background there, and Thor. So there you go. They're great figures. I do have Marvel Legends movie figures, but I quite like the look of the vintage classic looks. Give us a couple of seconds and we'll crack on. Okay, so on the top of the display we have an Action Force Wolverine and an Action Force Sky Striker. I do have the HasLab G.I. Joe Sky Striker on order, so hopefully that'll be here. So this section are modern toys, are the ones that I used to play with as a kid. So you've got the G.I. Joe Classifieds here. There you go. You've got the Cobra Commander and his minions there. Now I've got more of these, but I've only displayed the ones that I think are worth displaying. I think some of the earlier versions, including that Scarlet, weren't great, but they've improved a hell of a lot. You've got a decent Snake Eyes there, decent Roadblock. Again, not the correct weapon. What can you do? You've got Zartan there, Major Blood. Hopefully they'll do a better Firefly. But there you go. Moving down, we've got Masters of the Universe. This is the Revelations line. I do like these. I think these display really well. Trapjaw is one of my favourites in this line, so I've not managed to get him yet. Teela in the background there. Beastman is looking pretty cool. He's my favourite of the wave that I've got so far. And then you've got Evelyn there. So yeah, these figures I used to play with as a kid. So I've sort of like put them all in sort of like one shelving unit. And we have now the Transformers RED collection. Now these don't transform, which I'm okay with that. These display pretty nicely as is. So I do like these. You've got Soundwave in the background there. The only problem with this scale is Bumblebee is the same scale as the rest of them, which isn't right really, is it? I mean, he should be a lot smaller. It's a pity he's not smaller, but there you go. You know, they still display really well. Couple of seconds and we'll move on. Okay, so this is the bread and butter of my collection, Star Wars. This is the Bad Batch. That wasn't a bad series. I quite enjoyed that. But I do like the figures. Again, they display really well. Really good figures there. We need these in the vintage collection, obviously. So hopefully they'll be on their way soon. But will it be figures from season 1 or season 2? No doubt it will be season 2. So moving down, we've got the Rebels set up there. Grand Admiral Thrawn in the back. These are fantastic. I really like the way these display. They look great. They're animated figures, but they've made them to look like real figures, real people, which is absolutely fantastic. The Bo-Katan, the Sabine Wren, I've kept her helmet on simply because she was the older version. I haven't managed to get the new version yet, so whether I will or not now, I don't know. And then you've got Ahsoka Tano in the background there. And then moving down, we've got the Mandalorian figures. I've had to cancel a load of pre-orders. So some of the pre-orders did include some of the Mando figures. But I think I've got a couple that I need to unbox. I do have Cara Dune, but she's the only one I have, and I'm going to be keeping her boxed and sending her off to get graded. I know her price has gone up quite a bit because they're no longer doing her figure anymore for certain reasons, to which I do not agree with, but that's a whole different story. But yeah, these look great, display really well. I'm very happy with these. Yeah, again, give us a couple of seconds and we shall move on. Okay, so now we're moving into the 3 3/4 lines. This is the Vintage Collection X-Wing, Luke's Red 5 and Blue Leader from Rogue One. These look great, absolutely great. And then moving down, we have the Tantive 4 corridor. I do have others, but because of now lack of space, I've had to put them away. C-3PO there. He's the Endor one that come with the chair. I can't remember which wave he's from again, so I do apologise. But yeah, I like this. This is I get my words out. This displays really well. And then down underneath, I've got the vintage collection figures. Now, how I've set the vintage collection figures up is exactly how I set my original Kenner figures up. That C-3PO is shite. Hasbro, you need to rethink your thought process when it comes to 3PO. That is shocking. Now, the Vader, the Death Star or Death Squad Commander, and the Imperial Gunner, they're not vintage collection. Right, but they're good stand-ins though. So moving down, we have Empire Strikes Back. Again, missing a lot of figures. Again, the TIE Fighter pilot, the Imperial Commander, well, all those Imperials aren't vintage collection. So come on, we need those. Hasbro. There you go. And then moving down, we have Return of the Jedi. Now, when I get to my vintage collection, original Kenner figures, the setup will be pretty much the same. Okay, so give us a few seconds and we shall crack on. Okay, so now moving on to the 3 3/4 G.I. Joes. Now this is the whale that I did a restoration job on. Really happy with how this has came out, or turned out, should I say. Took me a while to do this, probably about 3 or 4 months, maybe 5. I did this over lockdown. Really happy with how that's panned out, and that looks absolutely fantastic on display. I'm debating as to whether to do another restoration, and if I do, it will probably be the Cobra Rattler at some point. So moving on, we have the retro G.I. Joe wave. So these aren't too bad. I prefer the O-rings, and I've got some of those, but again, lack of space, can't really display them at this moment in time. One day, but yeah, these are pretty cool. And then moving down, we have the Cobra lot. Now some of these are the G.I. Joe retro, some of these are the 25th anniversary. But yeah, again, these display really well. Really pleased with how these are looking on the display. I used to play G.I. Joe a lot when I was a kid with a friend, along with Star Wars. So yeah, fantastic. Okay, give us a couple of seconds and we shall crack on. Now, this is where it all started for me as a kid. The vintage Kenner / Palitoy Star Wars collection. Absolutely fantastic. Now, unfortunately, as a kid, I didn't keep any of my figures or vehicles, but I've been really lucky with the purchases I've got on eBay. These look absolutely great. And here we go. Here are the figures. I've stuck Tarkin in there as well. But these are so much fun with these as a kid. It was phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. Loved it. Absolutely loved it. So these are the only, well, I've got a few, but the rest of my 5 POA I've had to put back into storage because I didn't have the room to display them. But these were going to be displayed regardless. I mean, I just think these are absolutely fantastic. There was no way I wasn't going to be displaying this lot. No way. Move that out of the way. There you go. Move down. There's Jabba. Stand Solo Oola. Absolutely amazing. Really like that figure. I'm glad I got it. Brilliant. Give us a couple of seconds. I'll be back. Here we have some of the last 17. I need a few more. I think it was 9 figures that I've worked at that I need. I really need to sort of like concentrate on my focus on getting these completed. But at the moment, prices are quite high. So that's a Stand Solo Luke Skywalker. I'm not, yeah, I mean, yeah, I'm quite happy with that. I'm you know, I'm not precious or anything. So here we have the Endor setup, the Scout Walker there, the Ewok Village. This is my wife's, and this is we bought bits and bobs from this over the time. Gary Moore kindly donated parts for me as well, which is fantastic. Thank you, Gary. Really appreciate that. And I'm moving down again. Got the Snow Speeder in there. A couple more mini rigs, which are great. And then we've got the AT-AT or the AT-AT. But yeah, I love this vintage stuff. Absolutely love it. This is the granddaddy of all action figures. No shadow of a doubt in my mind. Absolutely fantastic. Give us a couple of seconds and I'll be back. So here are the rest of the vehicles. Again, really lucky with the quality and the look of these vehicles coming from eBay. This Rebel Troop Transporter, my wife got me this for about £2.50 at a car boot, which I'm absolutely delighted with. So this was the first vehicle that I got that got me back into collecting Star Wars. So yeah, absolutely phenomenal. The Y-Wing, my favourite vehicle from the Star Wars line, vintage Kenner line anyway. Absolutely fantastic vehicle, look at that. Brilliant. And then we have Cloud twin pod cloud car, or whatever you call it. We have a B-Wing there, looking awesome. Pan along, a couple more mini rigs, and then come back up. There's the TIE fighters there. Pan round. Star Destroyer. Imperial Troop Transport. Yeah, it looks great. Just absolutely displays so well. Really cool. And then this is the last of the vintage. Awesome stuff. Alright, 2 seconds. I'll be back. Okay, so we've got a bit of a Boba Fett bounty hunter thing going on here. These are the Black Series figures. This Boba Fett's from Empire. Absolutely great. And then you've got Cad Bane and Aura Singh in the background there. They're absolutely brilliant. Love those. This is the Boba Fett Deluxe from Return of the Jedi. Looking awesome. Opened him this morning. I opened pretty much most of these today and yesterday to get this display up and ready. You've got Fennec Shand and Boba from the Book of Boba Fett. Moving down, we've got Rogue One, Director Krennic there. We need a new one of him. He's not brilliant compared to the face sculpts today with the photo reel. So I'm missing a few of these, so I will need to complete the team at some point. K2SO, Cassian, Jen and Baze. So hopefully I'll be getting those at some point. So I was debating whether to open these ones or not, the solo, but I thought why not? They don't look too bad. So I'm pretty happy with how these display. Pretty cool. I thought I had Rio. I don't, so obviously I need to get him at some point. And then moving down. I'm probably going to put some more figures here, but here's Leia, Han and Luke, and Chewie from the medal ceremony. Got space to play around there and add more figures at some point. We'll see. 2 seconds and I'll be back. Okay, so this is my prequels display. Republic gunship there. I've got figures that I need to put in it. I've just not got around to doing that yet. I will do that at some point, but this is absolutely fantastic. I've got them displayed on a guitar stand there, and what I've done is I've stuck that down with glue dots, and it's been quite steady for the time being. I have Jesse on the way, but what we need for the vintage collection is a new Rex. That one again is shite. So hopefully we'll get a new Rex at some point. I'm not going to hold my breath. Then we've got the ATTE or ET or whatever it is, but that's fantastic, like that. Then we got these guys here. Really like this display. The only weak link in this display, I've said it before, is Rex, unfortunately. So I've got some of the Gengi Tartakovsky figures that I need to add to this. I've not got around to doing that yet. I will do at some point. And you've got the Shock Troopers there. They just look great. Really like that. Happy with that display. Then moving down, you've got Darth Maul in the background there on his speeder. And you've got the battle droids. Now, I've used the droids from the Phantom Menace line for this display. I do have battle droids from the vintage collection, but they are so flimsy, they're not great to display. They keep falling over, and I haven't got much patience for that these days, so I thought, fuck it, I'll use these. I mean, they're pretty much the right size as well, so I don't know what Hasbro are thinking there with the droids, but they weren't great, but these display really well. Then you've got Rune, Heiko and Luke Gunray there with the 2 security droids at the back. Yeah, pretty cool. And then moving all the way down, you've got Sebulba's Pod Racer, Little Annie. I don't know why I said it like that, so I apologise for that. But these are Phantom Menace figures. When I get the vintage figures of these, I will probably replace them. And then you've got Annie's Pod Racer in the background there. Oh, there you go. Let's come on this way and get a better look. That's pretty cool. That's pretty awesome. I do like that. So yeah, that's the prequels display. 2 seconds. And I'll show you the last few bits. Okay, so these are the only other 5 POA figures that I have on display. And this basically is all Sith, Imperial and First Order. Now, the rest of them I've put away into storage. I simply didn't have the room. All the Rebels, the prequels, not prequels, sequels, should I say. But yeah, I've just kept out the stuff that I like and that displayed well. It's a bit busy, that shelf there, so I might have to sort that out. But yeah, these are cool. I like these. And then move across. There's stuff from Solo there. Star Wars Original Trilogy Saga. This was part of the Saga collection, as were some of these figures here. This is all First Order now. I mean, they look great. Don't get me wrong. I mean, I think they look really, really cool. The concept was pretty amazing, and they look good in vintage collection as well. The ones that we do have. Yeah, it's a sequel trilogy, isn't it? I mean, what more can you say? There he is, a waste of space Snoke. So yeah, I've got ideas of what I'm going to do with the rest of the 5 POA figures, but that'll be another video. So yeah, these are the 5 POA figures that I have on display. I'm happy with those. Right, a couple of seconds and that'll be the last bit. Okay, so what I've got now is just A4 posters of the Star Wars media that's been out. I do have A5 and A3 posters of the original trilogy and the rest of the episodes 1 through to 9. But yeah, these are cool. Oh, here's me bald noggin. Hello. Yeah, this. Yep, less said about that the better. I'll not even bother collecting figures for those. There's a Mandalorian. Only decent. Bad Batch. Decent. Really enjoyed that. And then let's move around. And then we've got the Book of Boba Fett. And then Obi-Wan Kenobi. So yeah, I've got Cassian Andor to get and Ahsoka when it comes out. Alright, 2 secs. So there you go, guys. That is the 4th and final part of my collection tour. This is the 4th room. Like I said, this has taken ages to get this redone to how I wanted it and how it should have been originally, so I apologise to my wife for that. But there you go, what can you do? So yeah, I'm really happy with how this is looking. Vintage collection stuff there, or the original Kenner stuff, just can't beat it. Awesome. The vehicles. There's my little desk there where I do my editing and other bits and bobs. So there you go. Yeah, I'm really happy with how this has panned out. Now, I'm not saying that I'll never ever do another room tour. I probably will, but no time soon. Obviously, if I have updates and bits that I've added, then obviously I'll show you guys that. But I won't be doing like a room tour like this, not for a while, unless it drastically changes, which I very much doubt it. And just to show you the nice clear area I have here, once this video is done, I will be putting back crates of carded figures, boxes of unopened figures, and other crates of figures that I need to decide what I'm going to do, but I've got a good idea. So yeah, that's it, guys. Thank you for watching. If you are new to the channel, feel free to subscribe, like and comment. I said that wrong, didn't I? It's normally feel free to comment, like and subscribe. Hit that notification bell to let you know of more content. As always, there will be more content. And talking of which, I have episode 9 of My Collecting Life dropping on YouTube Friday, as well as a live stream again with Scuba Pete. That's this coming Friday, August 26th. That's 5 PM Eastern Standard Time and 10 PM UK time. It'd be great to speak to as many people as possible. If you're free and available, jump on and join us. But for now, that is it. Thanks for watching, guys. Take care, stay safe, and see you in the next video.